Good morning, students. Today I am going to help you walk through an extra credit opportunity. So your first project for this class is writing a fictional narrative, and that can seem like a really big task. And you're supposed to create a plot map as part of that, which is a very helpful prep tool. But a prep tool that you can use even before that, which I'd like to offer you, is doing some brainstorming ahead of time. And one of the ways that you can do that is by creating a mind map. And so I'm going to offer you this extra credit opportunity. This is not required, this is extra credit, but it's going to help you along with that project, and it's going to give you a few points to benefit yourself. So you're going to learn a new skill that you can use in your focused note taking, and you also can get some extra credit points. So I'm going to walk you through this, and where we're going to start is by going to English 11B. So this is your course, and this has already been in there, but I'm going to walk through it with you. I created a alternative to the Cornell notes for you. So if you go down on your announcements, you're going to see alternatives for focus notes. So click on that, and it's going to take you to this page that I created for you. Now, this has quite a bit of information on different types of note taking, but what we're going to be using today is specifically some brainstorming tools, and we're going to be doing some mind mapping. So you're going to scroll down to where it says Mind Meister. You're going to click on that. And it's going to take you to this page. You're going to click down here. It says sign up with Google, and that's what you're going to click through to make your account. It's very simple, and you can just use your school Gmail account. All right, I paused that so I could sign in. When you create your account, you're actually going to come up with something that looks like this. It's going to just have a blue empty bubble, and you are going to type in the title, which in this case, we're going to be doing fictional narrative project. Then what you do is come up to these up here. So you have add, you're going to add a bubble to whatever you're clicked on. Then you can delete here. And then this, is, of course, is undo and redo. And these are all sorts of exciting ways to customize, which I'm really not going to get into at all today. So with your fictional narrative, you kind of have two options. You can either have the setting kind of decided for you, which is a setting on another planet, or you can have a little bit more of the plot decided for you, how a fictional star becomes famous. Now, remember, when you get to your plot map, you're going to have a lot of your story fleshed out in order to be able to explain how that story is going to take place. What is going to be the exposition? What's going to be the rising action? What's going to be the climax? What's going to be the falling action? What's going to be the resolution? And so you're going to need to know a whole lot of different things in order to get there. And this is just setting the stage for what ideas do you even have? So we have these two ideas in general, and what I would recommend doing is putting some bubbles off of each to decide, do I have more ideas for this option, or do I have more ideas for this prompt? So for instance, here I am, my setting on another planet. Are there aliens? There doesn't have to be. You can have a planet without aliens, obviously. But now if I have aliens, are they going to be classic green Martians? I have another idea for aliens. Maybe instead of being classic green Martians, they are going to be shapeshifters. Maybe instead of aliens, I could do a space station. So you can add all sorts of ideas on here. And some of the things you're going to be wanting to think about are those elements of a story. So aliens would go under characters. Space station would explain my setting a little bit more. And I'm going to be wanting to get into conflict. What type of conflict do I have on my planet? But that's after I've decided which of these two options I'm going to go for. And so then what I'm going to do here is think of how a fictional story becomes famous. Do I have any ideas for that? So I'm thinking one of the things I would have to do with this is decide where the story is going to be set. So what is the setting? And honestly, I'm thinking it would be really interesting to do kind of like a historical fiction type of story. And so I'm thinking England in the 1700s. Um, Actresses for a long time were thought of just as loose women, and so it wasn't until quite a while after drama really got going that women were even in theater, and then when women were accepted to be in theater as anything more than like a glorified prostitute. And so I think it would be interesting to talk about one of those first actresses in my story. That sounds interesting to me. So that's going to be my setting because of that. So if that is my setting, then who would be my character? So we're thinking early drama actress, because drama was really the thing, not musical theater, not dancing so much. So I'm going to do an early drama actress because that's most appropriate to my setting. Of course, this early drama actress, what type of person is she? Is she shy? Is she bold and dramatic? So there's lots of ways that you can add information to this map. And so what you're really wanting to do is decide which of these ideas do you have the most ideas for? Which one are you most interested in, slash which one maybe sounds easier to you? For me personally, I think it's a lot easier for me to come up with a plot based around a setting that I understand the reality of than for me to be super creative, which would be more of being on a different planet. So you're just going to have to decide how it's going to be best for you. And what I would do is whichever one of these you have the most interesting information coming off of, flesh that one out. So if this is the one that's most interesting to me, I'm going to stop on this. I'm not going to add any more to this. And I'm going to add all of those different elements to this. I'm going to be adding what is the setting? What is the conflict in my story? What is my character going to be like? What are side characters going to be like? And I'm going to be adding in just as much thought information as possible just to get it down on the paper. Now, you can also, as I just said, you do it on the paper. We're doing it online here, but you are welcome to do this on paper and send it to me. Just a caveat there. Now, if you're going to share it with me, you're going to click here on the blue share button. And you're going to have to click this. It was unclicked before, but I clicked it. So it click link to share, copy link, and send that to me in an email. And that's going to be how I'm going to be able to give you extra credit on this. Please reach out. Once again, you're getting to this assignment by going through StrongMind. And then you'll share it with me as an email so I can give you extra credit on project 1.